This is going to be a treat. I haven't seen a Zoom sermon yet, I don't think. I don't remember. What's my name? Oh, yeah. Anyway, Reverend Gina Hampton was ordained at the Center of Enlightenment on September 25th, 2022. She serves as secretary on our board of directors and donates her time and efforts towards our fellowship Sundays and the third Friday events. She also chairs and speaks at our Sunday services. Reverend Gina even donates her time to clean our church once a month before Fellowship Sunday. So thank you, Reverend Gina. Reverend Gina is a second-generation minister. Her mother, Margaret, also trained back in the day with Reverend Ken Nowaczewski at the Center of Enlightenment. Please welcome Reverend Gina Hampton.
Thanks, everybody. All right, I think can you see me and hear me and all that good stuff? Okay. So the name of my sermon this morning is, "And What Have You Done?" So let's start off with, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Reverend Gina.
Thank you. Happy December. So 'tis the season to be merry and bright. How many of us have started our Christmas shopping? I can't see hands. I'm going to assume some of you have. So yes, I have too. Thank you. I remember when it used to be frustrating trying to Christmas shop for people. This year was really easy for me. My sons took me and my grandkids to Frankenbooth, and we went to the Bonner's Christmas store. So while we were shopping, I told the grandkids, I have your Christmas money. So if there's anything that you really, really want, I'll buy it for you for Christmas. But you don't get it until Christmas. So yay me! They took me up on it. So all I have to do now is wrap them. So I hope your shopping goes as easy as mine did. So being in the Christmas spirit, and my favorite song is the one by Yoko Ono and John Lennon. So this is Christmas. I kind of, Spirit gave me this. So sometimes when I'm trying to decide a topic for my sermon, the inspiration will come from a song. And Spirit stuck this one in my head from the first time I heard it, probably around Thanksgiving. So this is one of my favorite songs. And so the music is the first thing that gets my attention. And once I like the music, then I start listening to the words. And then every time I hear it, I will try to remember more words to that song. What I remember of this song is that they are wishing everyone in the world a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And that really, really touched my heart. For the black ones and the white ones, the yellow ones and the red ones, the old and the young. Also liked that the choir was singing, although I could never figure out what they were singing. So this song gives me the feeling of love, peace, and hope. This week, as I was researching this song, I found out that within this beautiful Christmas song is a message to protest against the Vietnam War. On YouTube, the song is also listed as Happy Christmas, War is Over. I was like, what? What is this? What on earth are they talking about? Because, of course, I had no idea. So I kept researching until I found the original lyrics with what the choir was singing. And the choir sings, "The war is over." Then I found what I think is the original video for the song, and it was all war pictures, real pictures, real people, real video. I'm not going to go into details, but you can just imagine. I just started crying because I didn't know. When you're a kid, you're in your own little world, unless it directly affects you. So that got me to thinking, are there any other songs that I know off the top of my head that are anti-war songs? And this one popped in, War by Urban Star. And the words I remember that just popped in my head, war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. No truer words have I heard spoken. Wow, I think I just dated myself. So with the war still happening today, I wondered if there were any new songs out there about anti-war. So my good friend Google confirmed, taking me to Wikipedia, where there is a list of songs, and when you click on it, it's for whatever war they were written around. So if you ever want to check that out. So right now, y'all are probably thinking, Reverend Gina, what kind of sermon is this? And I said the same thing. I was like, okay, Spirit, how am I flipping the switch on this? Because this is supposed to be heartwarming and uplifting, and although war's all around us and sometimes we don't pay attention to it, I want this to be not sad. So I kept hearing the war within ourselves. Ah, that makes better sense. What is the war within? It is the battle that takes place within our own minds. Just like in real war, we have conflicting ideas. The fight against one another, this conflict is internal, and it begins when that tiny little voice within us tells us that we're not capable, that we shouldn't bother striving to overcome the challenges placed before us. I found some quotes online that will give us all something to think about. Number one, the battle within is the fiercest battle that you shall ever face. We are made or destroyed from within. Number two, the hardest battle you will ever have to fight is between who you are now and who you want to be. Number three, ego is neither positive nor negative. Those are simply concepts that create more boundaries. Ego is just ego. And the disaster of it all is that you, as a spiritual seeker, have been conditioned to think of the ego as bad, as an enemy, as something to be destroyed. This simply strengthens the ego. In fact, such conclusions arise from the ego itself. Pay no attention to them. Don't go to war with yourself. Simply inquire into who you are. And that was by Ada Shanti. I hope I pronounced it right. Number four, a spiritual practice is to be a constant battle within, replacing previous negative conditioning or habitation with new positive conditioning. Dalai Lama. Those are some very powerful words. So, how do I stop being at war with myself? The first thing is to recognize that being at war with yourself is just an excuse that you've used to stay stuck in life. And you can unchoose it just as readily as you once chose it. And two, decide you are no longer willing to be at war with yourself. All it takes is a moment of true willingness to let go. And this moment can be that moment. As we are moving into this Christmas season and into the new year, Do what brings you joy. Think about that. Don't be at war with yourself, your family, or your coworkers. Remember, war is good for absolutely nothing. When you look back at this year and ask yourself, what have I done? Well, guess what? The year isn't over yet. You still have a few weeks left. Look at that bucket list. Is there anything on that you can still do? Or maybe you can help someone else with their bucket list. And what's so funny is that right now, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm helping my friend Gigi with something on her bucket list. For the past 14 years, she has always talked about seeing her granddaughter Gracie, who lives in Florida. She is now 19. So the time she saw her, she was about 5. For those of you who know me, road trip to Florida, well, that's my second name. You got to say that word. So I told Gigi, whenever you're healthy enough to travel, just say the word. Well, when Gigi said the word, it wasn't the best timing for me. As you all know, I just recently, not too long ago, got back, and I had no plans to be leaving in January. So with some planning and replanning and changing schedules, with a big thank you to the ministers at COE, and thank God to Zoom, we are here in sunny Florida. Things can change in the blink of an eye. Make the best of it and enjoy your journey. Here are some other ideas that you can still do. Sometimes it's the small things. It's just a simple hi to someone you pass in the street, or a compliment you can give to someone. Spend time with someone who can't get out, or give a child some encouragement. A recent one that just happened to me was my granddaughter, Sydney, called me, and she likes to vent sometimes. And I just simply said to her, I said, Sid, I just want to tell you that I'm really proud of you and the woman that you've become. Guys, it made her day. I almost cried talking to her that day, because can't even tell you the last time somebody might have even said that to her. It's just kind words. That's all you need to do. You don't need to spend any money. Just be kind. So in closing, I would like to give you some more powerful words from the song Imagine by John Lennon. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. I love that, and I pray for that someday. So many blessings to everyone, and thank you for letting me serve.
See you in person next Sunday.
Yes, I'll see you next Sunday.
Let me help move that back. Oh, okay. Cool. Yay, Reverend Lisa.